Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new here, my name is Trisha and I literally just bought some land in Jamaica, and I'm currently in the process of building my return to home or retired dream home or whatever. So this video, if you know, I'm in the process of basically waiting to hear from the parish council about if my plan is approved or not. My plan was submitted, I believe, in April. So it has been 2 months now and I still haven't heard anything. So I'm just patiently waiting, and I still have a remaining balance to pay to my architect. So yeah, this video, I touched on this topic briefly, which is the BOQ or the bill of quantity. So I will be discussing this this is a topic for this video basically. So in my previous video, I mentioned that someone wanted to charge me $850,000 for a bill of quantity. And the home I'm looking to build is kind of like a modern contemporary design. It is 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, living, dining, kitchen. There's a study area, there's a laundry room, and there's a gym. The total square feet, it's 2 floors. Total square feet is $4,349. Not dollars, square feet. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the total square feet. The downstairs is 2,729 square feet, and then up top is 1,621. So let's get back to the BOQ, because I don't know if, well, I do know. Once people learn that or know that you live a foreign, you don't live in a Jamaica, they automatically look at you as a big dollar sign. And I thought maybe this is what happened. So, you know, obviously I'm not gonna go with $850,000 BOQ, because I don't have that much. I work a regular 9 to 5. I don't work overtime. I don't get overtime pay, so literally 9 to 5. And yes, I do have my bills here: car note, credit card, student loans. Yes, I do have my bills here, but I'm also looking to build a house back home. Based on how this political environment is going, I want to be safe than sorry. On my trip to Jamaica in May, I ended up and I got a list of materials that I would need. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Anyways, back when I was in Jamaica in May, I went and I got a list of materials that I would need, from like the foundation, so I want to say the lintel. This does not include the casting of the first floor slab, the first floor roof basically. This material does not include that. And I have the list here. I paid the person 15,000 Jamaican dollars for this list. Okay, for this list. 15,000 Jamaican dollars is roughly $100 US. Okay, so back to this video. I don't know if I should say everything that the person write down, but I'm gonna say it. So building materials, he added building material, which is for the house, and then materials for the shed, that's separate, and then he included like miscellaneous stuff. So building material is 50 length of 1x3, 30 length of 2x4x16, 15 length of 2x6, 20 sheets of 1/2 inch ply, 3/4 ton of 3/8 steel, 3 ton of 1/2 inch steel, 1 roll binding wire, 1 big box 2.5 inch concrete nails, 6 small box of 2-inch concrete nails, 1 big box of 2.5 inch wire nails, 1 big box of 3-inch wire nails, 1 big box of 2-inch wire nails, 15 pound of 4-inch wire nails, 2,500 blocks, 2 load of construction sand, 1 load river sand, 2 loads grit, and 500 bags of cement. So onto the shed. The shed material, which is basically, the shed is for storage. So that includes 5 14 feet zinc, 3 pound of zinc nail, 1 feet of flash bond, 20 length 2x4x16, 6 length of 1x3x6, and then 10 sheet 1/2 inch ply. And you know, the regular miscellaneous stuff, 2 wheelbarrow, 10 buckets, 2 shovels, 1 gallon rhino drum, and 1 length 200-meter garden hose or black hose. So the most expensive stuff on this list, I'm not even going to talk about the steel, is the construction sand and the river sand, because one of the hardware wanted to sell me one load for like 70,000 Jamaican dollar for 1 load. And the reason why I'm going over this list is because if you're like me and I'm not a construction person, I haven't built anything except in a high school when they had the woodwork class. That's the only thing I built, like 2 little shelf. But as far as building a house, this is my first time attempting to do this. So you know, say I have my plans that was submitted. I have the rough idea of it, and every other day I just go on it, because it give you how the stirrup them fi set. It tell you how much steel, what type of steel to use in the stirrup, the column them. It give you the breakdown of everything. And call it, say, every other day I'm looking at this and I'm like, all right, because I want to get in the headspace of knowing what is being built, what material is being used, and where. So when I actually start building, nobody can say, oh, right, yes, to say 3/8 steel, but the builder or whoever, I use 1/2 inch steel. So I, like, every single day I'm looking at that plan, and if I don't understand something, I'm going straight to Google and may I type in whatever, just so that I could understand like what is going to happen in the building process. And I did caught something from early on, and I'm so happy I actually started looking at my plan and looking at that at this list. So in my plan, I have 4 columns, right? And they're really big columns, like really big, by the living room and the front of the house. So 2 is by the living room and then 2 is in the front of the house. Those big columns call for the 20 steels. And I talked to someone and they're like, that's the 5/8 steel. And but when I'm going over this list, I didn't see any 5/8 steels on it. So now I'm just kind of like, I would get all of these materials, and then they would probably end up using like the 1/2 inch steel just for those columns, even though on the plan is asking for 5/8. And like I said, I'm not a construction whiz. I've never built anything before, and this is my first rodeo at building a house. And I want to go by whatever that is on the plan, because there's a reason why it's on the plan. You have the designer and you have the engineer that look at the plan. So if it calls for a 3/8 steel, I want to make sure it's a 3/8 steel with it. So like, you might think, okay, it could work with a 1/2 inch steel, but that's not what's on the plan. A 3/8 step on the plan, or 5/8 step on the plan. So has someone, if you're new to the building, you're building a house, get a rough draft of your plan and make sure it say you go over it. If you don't understand, use Google. Google is there. The information is there. It's free. You just need time to go and dig into that information. That's all. That's the main point of this video. Sit down, go over your plan. If you know someone who's a builder, run it by them and see what they said. I'm also currently in the process of looking for contractors. This list I got from one contractor. I didn't get his pricing, but I'm seeing whoever that's in my area who builds like decent house. I'm asking for like portfolio references, like some of the projects that they've worked on, possibly people that they've worked with also, like they build house for. I don't want to go into this blindly, so I'm definitely doing my due diligence on everything, from material costing to hardware stores, even like contractors. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye guys.